Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be working on this mostly today. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. I think I'm going to get rid of that tree and get rid of some of the water on this side. Uh, I uh, I got a suggestion the other day, or yesterday, if I could in this video talk a little bit about my uh, years in school and how school was for me. Uh, I'll talk about anything on these, so if you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments section below and I'll talk about it in a future episode. I hope everybody... Wait. I already said that. Sorry, my brain's a little... I just woke up. So when I was in school, I've always been kind of a nerd. Even from when I was a little kid, in like first grade, or I can't remember if it was first grade. I graduated high school in 2016, so I've been out of school for about a decade. When I was a little kid, I think I was in either kindergarten or first grade. Uh, my parents signed me up for chess class. Wow, that was a stack. I need to go get more. I've always liked more nerdy things. I've always been really good at math and science. Those were my favorite subjects in school. Uh, my dad taught me how to play chess from a young age, so I was really good at it even before I went to chess class, or it was an after school activity. I don't know what you'd call it. Uh, I don't have too many. I was kind of a nerdy kid in school, so I don't have like too many amazing stories and stuff. Um, uh, what happened when I was in school? Let me think. It's been a long time since I was in school. That's why I'm having trouble thinking about something. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back, guys. I was gonna say, when I was in elementary school, they put me in special needs or special ed because I was I couldn't pronounce R words. I would do the soft R. I would be like wed and stuff instead of red, right? And they put me in those classes, and that's when they realized I was a little dyslexic. So I was in special ed the whole time I was in school. And actually, that's not true. Right before I graduated, they brought in some outside people and gave me a more extensive test and said I had overcame my learning disabilities, and though I was still dyslexic, it was no longer a hindrance. But in elementary school, I remember I had a best friend who moved away, and I still remember that to this day. That, I don't know, it shows you how much those kinds of things can affect somebody. Because I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I was only his friend for like probably like a year or so. But like back then, that's like a majority of your life, right? Like you're only like, what was it, like, how old are you in elementary school? Like six or seven or so. So like a year is a sixth of your life, so it's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And then in middle school, I was in the robotics team, so we were tasked with different things at a little, like almost like a Lego machine would go and do, and then we had competitions. Strangely, I don't really remember what we placed. I think it was pretty high. It's been a long time since I thought about that. I only did it for a year, and then oh, when I was in elementary school, my mom used to go to a like a ceramics place, and I often would like paint ceramic stuff. I always liked that as a kid. And then when I was in back to middle school, I was what's it called? Nose guard. I was in football in middle school, and the position I played was front tackle, left guard, nose guard, one of those three. Sometimes they would rotate, but most of the time I was right in front of the guy who, I'm not a big sports fan. I don't know if you guys could tell, I'm kind of a nerd. Talk about Star Trek and stuff all the time. Go put this dirt back. So I only did football for about a year. But I was the nose guard. Be right in front of the guy hiking the ball. I don't think I was the best at it, but I wasn't the worst, and I was kind of concerned with getting injured, so I didn't really want to keep going. I need to pick up more of this. I was thinking about having a piston machine retract, like having a 4x4 or something, where the gas can come out, and then have the piston retract some of the, glass, so the gas can't just fly out on their own. I would have to hit like a lever to leave and stuff. I don't know why I made this too high. So after middle school, I didn't do much sports or anything in high school. In high school I kind of gravitated more towards music, and that's when I learned to play the bass guitar. Oh wait, I want that in the middle. I still kind of play the bass guitar. It's been a while. I'm not like amazing at it, but I can play a couple things if I especially if I hear normally I can kind of figure out where a song's at on the bass if I hear it. I can tune the bass by ear. I don't know if that's something many people can do. Yeah, I was more into music than anything else in high school. I was never on any debate team or any of that stuff. Yeah, I was kind of boring person in school. I was gonna put the glass away, or cobblestone to pick up the glass. I was always pretty good at math and science. I remember even in high school, I had a what was that called? Applied physics class, and the teacher would always like give a lesson and then give us some practice work, right, and then give us a homework, and if we finished the classwork, I always finished the classwork pretty much immediately. I was really good at it. Like, if you showed me how to do a problem, 1 or 2 math problems, you can give me 100 of them, I'll be fine, right? If you're showing me a new like a new math that I haven't seen before, you just explain 1 or 2 concepts to me and I'll be able to do 100 problems like that. I've always been really good at math and understand it really quickly. And applied physics, I loved it. It was like math that made sense because it was had a practical effect. You give me like a quadratic formula, I could figure it out, but like I wouldn't like it as much as doing like applied physics. I don't know, something about it just is whoops, it just makes sense to me. I was never really good at English class or stuff like that. I was always terrible at English. I don't know. I never liked it. I barely can speak it now. Let's put some stuff away. I should be put some of this away. So that was high school, or middle school and high school. Yeah, I talked about music. Yeah, I wasn't super popular in school. I wouldn't say I was the least popular person either. Never really cared about all that stuff anyway. I remember people have always been so concerned about what other people think. I never. Why bother? Just like, who cares how people think? Just be yourself, right? I know that, you know, some people have trouble with that or whatever, but like, I don't know. I've never had a problem with I've never concerned myself with what other people think, because like, people are always gonna have opinions. Just be yourself, who cares? And I don't know. What else should I talk about? Oh, one time, I just remembered this. There was this kid I knew in high school. He was probably like he was like a grade or 2 ahead of me. So when I was a freshman, I think he was a junior. I'm pretty sure he was a junior. This kid did the longest jump I've ever seen anyone do in person. This guy, during lunch, we didn't go to the lunchroom. Well, we ate lunch and then kind of would screw around in the hallways. I kind of fell into a bad crowd in high school. That was probably not so good. But he lined up 7 chairs down the hallway. We had like this whole section by the drama area that no one ever went down, and he lined 7 chairs up and did a jump over them, right? He did a flip in midair, almost landed on the last chair, but just barely hit it. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen someone do in real life. I've never seen someone leap head first over a bunch of chairs, do a flip, and then land on his feet. It was crazy. Well, I think that's going to be about it for me. I hope that was long enough. Hope that was a good video. If you guys have a suggestion for me to talk about anything, leave it in the comment section. I'm an open book. I'll talk about anything. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content, and I'll catch you all in the next one.